now?
I see it now, yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Okay. So we have just spoken about the brief history of the tool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, when we want to talk about the process, I hope you know about the ETL process. Did you hear about this ETL anytime?
Yes, I am a little bit aware of the ETL process. I can let you know what I know about it.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
my
yeah, tell me.
So my understanding is that you get files in probably CSV or Excel format, and then you try to upload them into the database using SSIS. So I have worked on that, SSIS briefly. And when you upload them into a SSIS database, you perform certain improvements in the data and make sure that the data is as per the client requirements. And eventually using SSRS, you can pull that data out in the form of reports.
Yes. Okay. So that's all you have an understanding of the reporting environment, right? Same
Right.
process, but with the OBIEE tool. So let us now try to understand the OBIEE development part. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing as a developer, what you are going to do is you are going to design something called as a repository. Okay.
Okay.
You're going to design a repository using a tool called as the Oracle BI administration tool, in shortcut admin tool. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So the repository is a container to store all the schema, all the metadata. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Repository can store any number of data sources, multiple data sources related to the same business subject area. Suppose I want to analyze the sales data. I want to get the data from sales environment of my organization. Okay. So my focus would be on the sales data analysis. I cannot mix up sales and HR data and accounts data, costing, everything together. It's not possible. Okay. Hello?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. So as an OBIEE developer, your initial activities would be designing a repository using the tool called as OBIEE administration tool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This repository, it is actually consisting of 3 layers. Okay. Now what are these 3 layers? I will be explaining you very soon. So your initial task would be designing the repository, and this would have a file extension as .rtd.
Right.
The file extension is derived from the keyword rapid, RTD, rapid database development. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like designing the blueprint for analysis. Whenever we want to construct something, we have a blueprint. Then based on the plan blueprint, we are going to construct a house or apartment, whatever it is. So this is like the blueprint design. Okay. Now second stage is, we also call this as analysis in our terms. Okay. Now the second stage is, once it is done, we go for development of reports, and this is done by using a tool called as the Oracle BI presentation services. Fine. And internally you have one more tool called as BI answers, which is the actual reporting tool. Okay.
Right.
Now the third step is testing. In OBIEE development, testing is actually not considered as a mandatory process, because you know that testing involves lot of capital and lot of human resources also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Earlier testing was not considered an effective phase of development, but as the process grew on, as the technology and methodologies grew, testing has become a mandatory phase in each and every software development life cycle, right?
Right.
But in OBIEE, testing is not considered mandatory because it depends on the client whether he wants to employ a separate testing team to test those reports or objects or dashboards or RPDs, whatever the developers have designed. So if the client is interested to invest for employing a separate testing team, then we would have a separate OBIEE testing department. Otherwise, normal developers who have developed the reports, developed the dashboards, designed the RPD, whatever they have developed, they themselves test it manually. They just verify and validate whether they have done according to the requirement specifications or not. Okay?
Right.
So, see, majority of the clients who follow the SCI guidelines, you know SCI, right? Software Engineering Institute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So SCI CMM is a module, capability maturity module, right?
Right.
So companies who follow certain standards, they compulsorily employ a separate testing team and go with the testing process. I hope you understand the importance of testing, right?
Right. I do.
Now, next is dashboard development. So what is a dashboard? A dashboard is an area or a place where the developers have to place the report that they have developed, wherein the clients or the end user customers would log in and view those reports. Okay?
Right.
So these are the 4 stages of OBIEE development. Normally in India what happens, people with less than 5 years would be given the RPD designing task. Sorry, would be given the report development task. I'm talking about the project assignment here in India.
Right.
And people with greater than 6 years at least, they would be assigned this RPD designing, because this is most important thing. Analysis is most important. Blueprint is most important. Report development anyone can develop. If the backend is ready, the report development is just matter of selecting the columns, filtering some data based on certain criteria or conditions, right?
Right.
So this is what actually goes here. But in countries like US or any other countries apart from India, there's always sometimes a one-man show. You have to design the RPD, you have to develop the reports, you have to take care of the testing, you have to develop dashboards, you have to take care of the administration, maintenance, troubleshooting, performance tuning, everything, right?
I agree with you.
So the 5th part is administration, which includes everything. Administration means right? So normally the administration is assigned to a person who has a DBA, Oracle DBA, who is a DBA, especially apps DBA, because this OBIEE is one of the applications from Oracle. So it is considered one of the applications. So especially a person who is into applications DBA, he is taking care of all this. We also call him as the OBIEE admin. So my course or our training, what we're going to do, it covers almost 80% of the administrative activities what you would do as a developer also. That means you are exposed to the entire concept of development along with 80% of administration, because certain situations arise wherein there is no administrator. The company is implementing it for the first time, they expect everything from you, right?
Right.
And I'm strictly following the Oracle curriculum. I'm also an Oracle certified specialist, as I already told you, and I also do take up the Oracle corporate training here. What Oracle charges, like, for 5 days, they charge like lot of in dollars, like $3,000 for a 5-day program.
Right.
So all the corporate training also I take up here at the Oracle Gachibowli campus here at Hyderabad.
Gotcha.
Now, this is about the basic development process. So it is also following the software development lifecycle or the so-called system development lifecycle. You will be given the business requirement specification, the same process, requirements gathering, feasibility analysis, right? The same process. SDLC, systems design, system development, system analyst, business analyst would gather the business requirement specifications. Systems analyst would turn that into system required specifications. What is the hardware? What is the software? What is the environment? Same process. Process of development is entirely the same.
Right.
So now, normally what happens is that once the software is installed on the machine, you get a folder like this, Oracle Business Intelligence folder. Okay. As a developer in an environment on our machines, we have access to only these two components, BA Administrator and Catalog Manager. Remaining Start BI services, Stop BI services, and remaining components are available on the server machine. Since this is a training laptop, I have installed both the client and the server components on the same machine for our exclusive training purpose, right?
Got you. And will I also get access to all these environments?
Good question. Good question. My purpose of training is that I am following the same methodology. But what we do is, I will show you how to download the required software from oracle.com. I hope you have registered with Oracle. You have an email ID. You log into oracle.com, single sign-on.
Yes, I do. But the problem with me is that I'm using my company's laptop, and
you
they
can't
have
install.
restrictions. Yeah, I actually tried doing it, and I could not install it.
Okay. Was there any script running from your company and that would stop the installation, or what exactly was the problem?
I can show you. We can do a WebEx, and I can show you. Probably you might find out a way to get it installed on my laptop.
The same thing. No, WebEx, it's okay. We are using GoToMeeting. Everything that is possible on WebEx, it's 100 times better in GoToMeeting.
Okay, yeah, what I'm saying is that we can do a GoToMeeting and...
Yes, we can do that. Okay, so what I do is, I will show you how to download, and I also show you how to install it on your machine. The full client and the server tools will be installed on your machine, so you can practice it on your machine. But before that, I will be also telling you what are the system requirement specifications. What is the hardware, what is the software, what is the actual installation methods. I'll be explaining you all that. Fine?
All right, Devi. So, but I'm just curious, is there any environment available as well for the trainees? Because I remember Harry mentioned about having an environment where I can get an access to.
Yeah. They have an environment. They will be providing you with a remote connection wherein you can log in and access the environment. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I will also install it.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. But so you do not have access to their environment. Is that correct? Or do you also have access to their environment, Crescent?
I also have access to their environment, but what I suggest is, like, I always ask my students to have it on their personal machines, because if you have it on your personal machines, you are somewhere in US. If sometimes you know about here, especially summertime, the power fluctuations and
right.
lot of disturbances to the networks, frequently network failures. So sometimes, instead of getting irritated, that's what I tell them initially. So
That is good, yeah.
yeah, you have a dedicated installation on your machine. You practice. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. You can shoot an
Right,
email. I can come online also if I have time. Or the next day we can discuss and troubleshoot that issue.
right.
Right?
I agree.
Instead of having an access to the server and waiting for the server, and if any problem, if the server is down, unfortunately, then you can't practice. You have time, but you cannot make use of it effectively, right?
Right,
So
right.
that's why I always keep telling my students, don't depend on other machines. You have an exclusive installation on your machine. You will learn more because you can explore it as you like, right? That's the main intention of training. You want to
Right.
understand right from the roots of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So this is the folder, Oracle Business Intelligence. So normally the start BI services and stop BI services, these are the components that would help us to start the application on a server, on a dedicated server. And here, because it is my own system, I already started it. Okay, so it's now in the running mode. Fine.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's now in the running mode. So I'll be explaining you in detail each and every aspect actually, because if I start explaining you now, we will have to do a 3-4 hour session of demo
Okay.
initially only. Okay, so that's what I already started it, because my purpose of demo is I would like to introduce you to the tool, have a look at the environment, and you could relate this to whatever tool you have already worked, and then you can guess the similarities or the ease of development. Got it?
Right,
Yes.
right.
So this has entered into running mode, and according to my knowledge here, what happened is that that one tool did not invoke properly. It got shut down, so I need to reactivate it or restart it. I'm doing that. First, I check it whether it really started or not.
Mm-hmm. So Devi, I also see Oracle 11G. So is that different from OBIEE 11G?
Yes,
Or
Oracle 11G is the database. If you see Oracle or our DB 11G home one, this is the database home. Okay.
okay,
Normally your OBIEE is highly scalable, right from the flat CSV file or text file till the high-end database or a business suite, whatever available as data sources. You can simply connect to all types of data sources.
got you.
I'm just checking the status.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tool. It says it did not start. That's what I like. I know when normally if everything is fine, what would happen? It will also show the system date and time here. I will be explaining you all the entire process in the exact training. So as of
Okay,
now, this has said it has started in running mode. It did not display the system date and time. Actually, when we start initially, there would be 2 windows, and at the end also the second window, the first window here should say that your OBIEE is now available at HTTP location, and it would automatically invoke a browser, and it will give you a default internal server error 500. So browser did not work up. That means my OPMN component, Oracle Process Management and Notification System, did not start at now. So I'm just restarting it.
okay,
Okay. By the time it starts, let me introduce you to this Oracle BA administration tool. So people normally looking at the name, they think that it is used for administration. It's actually the developer tool. 80% of your development is done using this administration tool only. This
Okay.
is the tool which you use to connect to different data sources, analyze the data, create a scenario for your analysis, create the basic structure called as the subject area on which we are focusing. Okay?
All right. All right. And I'm just curious, Devi, where does ODI comes in picture, Oracle Data Integrator?
Let me tell you. Actually, the concept of ETL before, by the time it starts, normally what happens is that ETL, extraction, transformation, loading, right? This is universal concept of ETL.
Right.
And there are different ETL tools like the data stage, right?
Right.
Informatica Power Center, App Initio, the Oracle Data Integrator, prior to that Oracle Warehouse Builder, and from your MSBI, SQL Server Analytical Services, SQL Server Integration Services, and SQL Server Reporting Services, wherein AS is the analytical service or the
Right.
ETL tool from MSBI, right? Right. So like this, the process which these tools follow is, let's say you have a bank account, obviously, right?
Right.
Yes. Let's say you have a Bank of America. You have a Bank of America account, and this Bank of America, let's say it is one is in Virginia, other one is in, let's say, Chicago, and the other one, let's say, Washington DC. These are the branches, right? Bank of America branches. Now, when we want to, let's say this is the first quarter. Now we want to analyze the data for these branches as an example. Now what we do, let's say Virginia branch is using Oracle database as the DB. Chicago is using Teradata as the DB backend, and Washington DC branch is using, let's say, our SQL Server. Now you see there are three different data sources, all belong to the same bank, right?
Right.
You know the process. They employ any ETL tool, they extract the data from different data sources, they put into a staging database, which could be any one of these again. Data is represented in the form of staging tables. Then they implement some algorithms in the form of algorithms to clean the data, which is actually called as data cleansing process. They do different types of transformations, what accordingly accordingly as the requirements specifications, what they need to make this data clean, because I am extracting the data from different data sources, right?
Right.
So this may contain unwanted data, junk values, etc., etc. So I have to now clean the data. So that cleansing process is done in the form of transformations implementation.
Right.
Okay? These transformations, technically speaking, they are algorithms running in the background that aim at two things: cleansing of data. First thing is cleansing of data. Second thing is
Transformation.
transforming the data, implementing the business logic. Right? Suppose one of the client is a loyal customer. He is doing business from last 15 years. Now the bank decides to give him bonus or give him a share. So that is a transaction. That's a business logic implementation. I need to implement it now, right?
Right.
So these type of activities are called as transformation. Now Oracle has come up with a new insight. I first extract, load into the backend, that is the OLAP side. You know, normally what happens, day-to-day activity storage is OLTP, online transaction processing databases. This is a general purpose database used to store day-to-day transactions. Once the data is, let's say, once the data is 90 days old or 3 months old, it will be have to be moved to some other place where it can be further stored for long period of time for analysis and reporting purpose. That is called as an OLAP database, online analytical processing, right?
Right.
And this is done by using an ETL tool. Without a tool, manually nothing is possible. You cannot do anything manually. That is why we have an ETL tool. So Oracle has come up with a different concept. I extract the data first, load it here directly. After loading, I implement transformations according to the needs I have. Right?
Right.
So they have come up with the Oracle ELT process. Is they have started by the Oracle Warehouse Builder initially. Later on, got up into a new tool called as Oracle Data Integrator. Now this is in use as a ELT tool in the market.
Right. So,
Yes.
so ODI is an ELT tool. It's not an ETL tool.
No, it's actually an ETL tool. It is actually performing all ETL operations only, but with a different insight from Oracle. You call it as an ELT tool. Their concept is ELT, not ETL. But actually, it is an ETL tool, right?
Okay, got it.
So I also do the training on ETL. If you are further interested, then you can do that also. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. So what other trainings do you provide, Devi, by the way?
Normally, I train on Oracle database, SQL, PLSQL. I also train on this Tableau. And, and as of now, I'm providing this training and the ODA. So probably in the future, when I get into new projects, I'd also start. But because I have certain time limits and constraints, so
Gotcha.
I am restricted to only this training.
Got you. So my understanding is that Devi, that in this training you will help me understanding OBIEE and ODI as well. Is that correct?
Pardon? OBIEE and
ODI. Oracle.
Oracle Data Integrator is a separate course. It's a separate training. That's what I told you. If you're in, I can provide you this training. I can train you on that, but it's a separate training. It's not included in this.
Okay. It's a separate, again, like 6-7 week training like this?
Yes. Approximately 25 to 30 hours, similar to your OBIEE. Okay?
Okay, all right.
Fine. Now, so this is what is about your Oracle Data Integrator. So this is the ETL tool from Oracle. Like we have other tools from data stage. Informatica Power Center is a tool. You know it. App Initio, Warehouse Builder initially, then Data Integrator, then MSBI. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Now here comes the administration tool. Before that, let us check the status once again. So let me see that the instance is ready and all the servers are live. There are 5 important servers. I'll tell you about these servers and explain you like right from the scratch, because you should understand the installation process, the prerequisites for installation. Then we would go start with the initial basic fundamentals of ETL once again. See, my type of training would be the student, he could be like a fresher or completely from non-IT or highly experienced person. In fact, my first student was 20 years IT experienced guy, like working for one of the American bank, PNC or something. I don't remember. Like I almost like 5 years back. So he was my first student. So I always say see, whatever we have been working on all these days, we have a lot of experience. But when we start learning a new tool, we don't know. Let us think that we don't know anything. Exactly. So then you start learning in detail everything. That is what my concept is. So I don't see, for me, I don't have any student as experienced or unexperienced. For me, he is a person very new to this technology, learning right from the ABCDs of it. Okay.
Right. Right.
Fine. So that's what. So I'll be explaining each and everything. We will first with the basics, fundamentals.
Okay.
Even though you know it, instead of like not boring you, I will put it in a different manner. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, basics are very important.
Yes,
So
yes,
I definitely want to make sure that I get good at the basics.
Yeah,
And
100%. I insist on it. That's what I told you. No, I don't consider anyone as experienced or some other. Like I say, everyone is new to this. That's what I believe.
right.
Okay, right. So
Right.
if you believe the same way, you can learn, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So now it has started. So now this is your administration tool. You go to help about Oracle BA administration tool. You see Oracle BA administration tool version 11.1.1.7.0. The repository version is 325. What is this repository version? As the administration tool changes or upgrades, the version number also gets on upgrading. Okay.
Right.
The older the version, the older the repository number. The newer the version, the higher the repository number. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have something called as the MUD version, stands for multi-user development. That means multiple developers can work on the same business subject area simultaneously and develop it. Okay.
Got you. So is this the latest version, Devi?
Yes.
11.1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That's what. Initially, for the first time in the demo, I just show them the version 7.0 latest version.
Okay.
Yes. We are expecting a patch upgrade 7.1 probably like 2 or 3 months later. I'm just it's in news and it's not totally yet confirmed, but once it is confirmed, obviously everyone, the whole world will know, because it keeps on coming in blogs, everything, that we have an patch upgrade now, right?
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you an already ready-made repository. I am providing the password and also getting acknowledged it with the WebLogic server. Now, whatever web server we are using, it is the WebLogic server 11G. Okay. And in the due course of training, I'll also be explaining you how it is or how it was in OBIEE 10G version, how it is currently in OBIEE 11G version, how we used to do things in 10G version, how things have changed in 11G version. So I will be relating the task, each and every task that we do with the previous 10G also. I will be telling you the similarities and dissimilarities as the course pursues. Right? So probably we cannot tell as of now whatever projects you may getting on OBIEE. It could be sometimes on a 10G latest version also, 10.1.3.4.2.
Okay.
Because still there are clients who have not upgraded to 11G and still they are working on 10G version, right?
Gotcha.
But it's rare scenarios. I hope almost max of them have upgraded to 11G version. But still, so you should know how things were in 10G, how it is in 11G. So if you have an idea, you can work. See, the concept is same, the features are same. In new version, you have some extended features. That's the only thing, right?
Right.
Yeah. So now you see, it says this is the Oracle BA administration tool. It is an online mode. As of now, there are 3 different modes: online, offline, and read only. I'll be explaining in the actual training. So as of now, it is an online. It is running on the server. You have a physical layer, you have BMM, business model and mapping layer, and presentation layer. In physical layer, we have physical databases. This is physical database 1, physical database 2. This is called as the business model. In the physical layer, we connect to different data sources. In physical layer, data is represented in the form of physical databases, which consists of physical objects called as dimensions, or in simple words, tables. Okay? Now in the business model and mapping layer, this is the place where you spend 80% of your time. Okay?
All right.
This is the place where you implement business logic. This is the place where you create business calculations. Total amount sold, total profit earned, number of units manufactured, units delivered, first given revenue, Q4 revenue, average sales per year, all these business terms, calculations, create it here only in the business model and nothing there. Okay?
All right.
And presentation layer. Whatever objects are available in the presentation layer, only that will be available in the front end reporting. See, this is the back end analysis. Administration tool will help you to connect to different data sources and create a workout or work plan of the analysis. So this is the database design. Right?
Right.
So this is the back end. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Let's say you have designed this. Hemant has designed this article. It is available for reporting, and whatever it is there in the presentation layer, only that will be available for the reporting. Okay. Now you see, this is a business model. This is called as the subject area. Like this, it's the subject area which focuses on the business subject. This is the business model, and these are the physical data sources. Now, if you consider these three layers, you can consider or relate these three layers to the database design. See how the database is designed. Database actually consists of three layers. The top, bottom layer. So the bottommost layer is the physical layer, which actually stores data in the form of physical objects called as tables, consists of rows and columns. Other database objects would be cursors, triggers, views, synonyms, whatever it is. Right?
Right.
Above it, immediately we have a logical or conceptual layer where actually the business logic is implemented, right?
Mm-hmm.
And above it, we have the user or application layer where actually the user access this particular layer to view the actual data, right?
Right.
Similarly, these three layers are also related to those three layers of a database. Physical layer consists of all the physical data sources. Business model and mapping layer, also called as the BMM layer, stores the logical data, the actual logical business calculations. And presentation layer or the application layer consists of those objects which the user can access. Therefore, it is also called as presentation catalog in OBIEE 10G version. 10G presentation catalog, 11G renamed to subject area. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. Now let us go to the front end. So as OBIEE is a web-based application, you can access it via a web browser like this. So my machine name is OBIEE, the default port number is 7001. The service name is Analytics, which is the default service name. I hit this enter key. It's going to connect you to this services called as the Oracle BA presentation services login screen or the login page, are also considered as the front end login like this, right? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So Devi, actually, the screen is hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah. I can listen.
Yeah, your screen is still opening. Yeah. So
okay,
okay. I see user ID and password.
Yes.
So are you going to enter the user ID and password now?
Yes. So
okay.
let me tell you what is this first. This is called as the BA presentation services. This is considered as a front end tool for report development. Okay. So I will log into this with a username and password as WebLogic, username as WebLogic, password as admin123, which I provided at the time of installation. I click on sign in. It will take you to the Oracle BIE home like this. And whatever is there in the presentation layer subject area, the same would be available here in new analysis subject area. You see this?
It's still opening.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I see a dashboard. I now see your screen.
Yes. Now you see new analysis subject area. You see this
Right.
assets? Yes. Yes. Whatever presentation area, subject area was available there in the administration tool, the same is available here. I click on the subject area. It will immediately launch a new environment called as Oracle BA Answers. You see this?
Right.
Yes. Now it is showing me the subject area. What I do is I'm just going to give you a sample report here. I say calendar year. I double click on it, and from this sales fact I say amount sold, and just click on the results here. It is going to give me the report for that query, whatever I have executed just now. It says retrieving data, please wait. It got connected to the database. It is giving me the report. You see that?
Right.
Yes. So RPD designing, report development, dashboard development. I go to the dashboard, I click on my dashboard, default dashboard. Let me see if there is any sample report on the dashboard, which I have previously added to the dashboard. Still opening. Yeah. Now you see one report here, it says B1. Are you able to see that report?
Yes, I see that report.
Yes. You see the report name is B1. It is showing you some report along with the pie diagram here. You see that? Showing the years
Right.
1999, 2000. So this is the report placed on the dashboard, default dashboard, my dashboard. So the end user logs into this dashboard with his own single sign-on to view this report. I can arrange these reports. There is one more report R2 which is showing me calendar year, amount sold, and unit cost like this. So these are the three things. These are the three things what you do. Design the RPD, develop the reports, design the dashboard.
Gotcha.
So this is the whole idea of the development process involved in OBIEE. Okay.
Got it.
I hope this has given you an initial picture of what is the tool, how to work with it, right? So initially
Yes.
what we do is design all the three layers, make sure that this is available for reporting. Once this is available for reporting, we access the subject area in the front end reporting here, and we work on this to develop reports, and then go ahead and design the dashboard, place the reports on the dashboard. These are available for viewing purpose. Okay?
Got it.
Yes. So this was my intention.
All right.
Of the demo for today to make
So,
you. Yeah. Tell me.
So I just want to know the curriculum for the training, Devi. How will we proceed? What other things we will cover on weekly basis?
Yeah, let me show you. Normally, what happens is that our training would be from Monday to Friday. Okay. Daily 1 hour. Okay.
All right.
It would be approximately 25 to 30 hours of session.
Okay.
So the curriculum here is the course content file, OBIEE 11G course content, right?
Right.
It's still opening now.
So for how many weeks will it last, the training?
4 to 5 weeks approximately. See, normally a week has 5 days, 5 hours. 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25. So approximately 25 to 30 hours. So probably 5 to 6 weeks. 6 weeks,
Right.
within 5 to 6 weeks, we may complete depending on depending on your involvement and my involvement. See, suppose you are able to understand the topics good without any doubt, so we can
Move fast.
move fast. Yes, right.
Got it.
See, for example, see in this I have not included certain other topics also. Actually, this is a fixed Oracle curriculum which I am showing you now. But apart from this, whatever new issues I have gained through all my experience, those things also I will be covering. Okay, so don't think that this is the only thing I'm get stuck to it. Fine.
All right. All right. So actually,
This is
yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Go ahead.
And one more advantage what you have with me is I'm going to provide you all the Oracle corporate training materials. Whatever we do with international training here and whatever Oracle charges $2,500 and they give them the training material, all the training material is with you. So I'm going to share that material with you. So you need not buy any extra books to study or search Google to get information. So I provide you all those ebooks from Oracle. Once you go through them, you will also be ready for your certification also. Fine?
All right, Devi. Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, the thing is that Devi, I trust you very much, and as you said, like you are pursuing your PhD. My experience working with PhD students has been really, really great. So I respect your education and everything, and I'm sure you will help me out in a way so that I can
100%.
start working on a project after completing this training. My goal is to find a project.
Yeah, sure, definitely 100%. Let me give you one example on this basis. 3 years before I had a student, his name was William James. Okay, he was actually from a non-IT background. He was working as a librarian at one of the schools in US, government schools. So like he was very interested to move into IT, and one of his friends has suggested first learn Oracle basic SQL and then go to learn OBIEE. So somehow he has learned the basic SQL and he came to me for OBIEE training. So here, even though like he initially he had a lot of difficulties in understanding, like he attended, like first time he attended the training, then afterwards he wanted a retraining. So I told him, okay, no problem, you can again attend the second batch, no problem. Then he attended. Then almost like after 2 months of hard work, then finally one day he called me and said, Mr. Prasad, thank you very much. Now see, I am working as a senior OBIEE developer at one of the government organizations. So it all depends on our hard work. Definitely, I know you're going to put a lot of hard work, and based on your experience, so I need not tell you also. Okay?
Yeah.
Fine?
Yeah.
So this is the course curriculum. 25 to 30 hours approximately. RPD development, physical layer designing, business model designing, presentation layer designing, testing and validating repository, loading a pre-built repository, adding calculations, working with multiple data sources and logical table sources, using aggregations, understanding partitions and fragments, working with time series measures, understanding securities, cache management, repository variables associated with the security management, setting up administering the usage tracking and multi-user development. Then coming to the report development, answers, different types of charts, pie charts, bar diagrams, lots and lots of stuff.
Right.
Here. This is not our curriculum again. In this there are so many. I told you, so many topics here. These are different topics. So till here it is our. Till here, this is our course schedule. Okay.
Okay. All right. So after this course, do you think I will be able to start working on a project?
100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
All right.
You can start working, and don't believe in me. Believe in yourself.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is
Don't
true.
believe in me. I say 100%, 500% to encourage you, because I just given you an example of that librarian guy,
Exactly.
right? So you are not a librarian, you are an IT professional.
Right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
definitely, easily you are going to, crack the training, easily you can go for the certification, and you see, you search your local, what is the employment hubs there, the websites. You
Mm-hmm.
see, lot of openings on the OBIE, but we have less resources who are experienced. Human resources are very less.
Oh, OBIE. Okay. I thought like,
OBIE.
it's easy to get a project if someone knows OBIE and ODI as well, both of them.
Yeah. Actually, to be frank, if you know OBIE, it's more than enough. Earlier, people were looking for the persons with both ETL knowledge, ETL tool experience, and reporting experience, and like multiple skills. But as of now, this has become an exclusive environment as business intelligence. It's exclusive reporting now. So if you know only OBIE, and to be frank, I also take up proxy calls for US
Okay.
people.
Ah,
Okay, so
okay.
so I have done it. I'm doing it for last so many years, like about 6 years. I've been doing this also. So I can help you in a different way also, but I
Okay.
don't really suggest that you try yourself, try until you succeed. And obviously, once you attend the training and put in your hard work, definitely no one no one can stop you in getting a project on OBS. That is for sure.
Okay. All right. I get that. So, Devi, yeah, so, I mean, and secondly, I want to know, I understand that you will provide me the material, but is there any book that you think I should go through?
Good question. Good question. One of my students, he purchased a book for $60 or $70.
Mhm.
He sent it as a gift to me. So I thought, why don't I gift it to all my students? Okay.
Okay.
OBIE, Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition, Lavenji Hands-On. It's a very famous book. You can buy
Okay.
it on Amazon, but you need not buy it. I'm going to give it to you for free.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks,
Since you
Devi.
are my student. Yeah. This is the book with a real-time implementation methodology. It has been written by some famous authors.
Okay.
I just I, I don't know, this application. It's getting stuck, the PDF.
Uh, I mean, that's fine.
Problem with my PDF here. Okay, so this is okay. Let This is the one, Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition 11G hands-on tutorial. Okay,
Got you.
by PackPub. So this is the PDF which is not opening. There's some problem with the application on my machine. Previously also I wanted to show you the application. My certificate got stuck. So I have to uninstall this probably, or update or upgrade this application. So this is the book. It is available on Amazon. Okay, but I'm going to give it to you. No problem. Okay, fine.
Okay. All right. All right. So, and one last thing. Yeah. Go ahead, Devi.
Yeah, that's it. You
All
can,
right. So what I'm saying is that now I need to install, right, the Oracle OBIEE suite. So can you provide me the instructions to install it So I will install it before we start the training.
We will do like this. The training would be like, if we want to install, I will have to explain you the system requirements, hardware specifications, software downloads, everything. So
Okay.
once you just once you get registered with the training, first in initial class I will explain you all that. So whatever required, you would download it, because I'll be explaining you. You download it and keep it ready, and keep the system also ready. That is
Okay.
the main criteria now. Okay. So let's suppose we have to think of other alternatives. Suppose by some bad scenarios we are not able to install it on your work computer, then you have to think of other alternative also, right?
Yeah, the other alternative will be to access the servers, the Crescent
Yes.
servers. Yeah.
Yes, that is also there. But I told you the second one also, no? So you think of that also. The
Okay, what
second
is that?
situation. That's what. Servers don't believe on our Indian servers. They can hang anytime.
Right.
Yeah. So try to get some machine. You can borrow it from your friend or someone else who can help you. Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, and that machine, make sure that it is a Windows 7 32-bit. 64-bit is also okay. If it is Windows 7 32-bit, it's the best machine to practice OBIEE.
All right. Okay.
Windows 7 Professional or Enterprise Edition. Home version is not allowed. We have a Home Premium version. I think you know. Home Premium version does not support OBIEE installation.
Okay.
So make sure it is a Standard Edition, Enterprise Edition, or an Ultimate. Ultimate is the first and best. It's like a very smooth flow.
Right.
Okay? So Windows 7 32-bit, except Home Premium versions, Windows 7 32-bit. If it is 64-bit also, okay, no problem. But 32 best is the best recommended for our training. Okay?
All right. All right, Devi.
So, yeah, any other questions as of now for today?
That is it. So, you know,
And yeah, tell me.
so then we are going to start the training from 23rd. If, you know, I will talk to them and fill out the registration and everything. So will it start from 23rd?
Anytime. See, normally it is according to your convenience. I can start, no problem. Okay.
So I was wondering, Devi. I mean, actually, on from on 22nd, I'm flying to Chicago.
Okay.
To meet a friend, and so I was just thinking if we can have a 1 hour session tomorrow and then 1 hour session day after tomorrow.
No problem. I don't have any problem. If
Friday, Saturday,
is the same time okay with you?
The same time is fine. Yeah, it's fine with me. Yes.
Sure, no problem. Fine. Okay. We can do it. No problem. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So same time is good.
Okay.
And then on Sunday we can take off. Monday we can take off, and then Tuesday we can start again.
Yes.
All right.
Definitely. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And before ending, I take the feedback for the demo. Out of 10, how much you would give me for this demo?
I mean,
every demo
yeah. I think it was an amazing demo. I will give you 10 out of 10. But honestly, I mean, I do not consider myself worth enough to judge you, right? I mean, you have.
No, it's not. It's not. I am not asking you to judge. I said what you got, the information, what you got out of this demo, and like whatever you are expecting, did it meet your expectations? In that terms, I'm talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that is good. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you gave me a good overview of OBIEE, told me everything about certifications and everything, and explained me everything on OBIEE. So it was quite informative.
Fine. Thank you so much. So we'll stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow same time. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Sure, Devi. Okay.
Bye. Take care. Have a great day.
Thanks you too, Devi.
Bye.
Okay, bye.